Stoner Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's move up to our heavyweights, right? You know, the biggest story in heavyweight division right now has to be is Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder going to fight this year, right? Now, y'all remember I should have put on my told you hat, but I got to clean it. It's a little dirty right now. Might clean it. I forgot about that. But I told you that this whole scenario, this negotiation, will become a circus. And it becomes a circus because of the clowns. You need clowns to have a circus. And clowns, I'm going to say we. I'm going to speak French on this one, but not long, right? Because we, the consumer, the so-called fan, right, don't really want to see the fight. You know, you have to really want to see something for it to happen. That's the point. And if promoters or fighters or anyone gets a whiff of that, you know, that people don't really want it, then they're going to keep finagling. Remember that word back in the day, y'all? Finagling. Everybody's finagling right now, right? That's what's going on. I knew it was going to be a circus. That's why you won't see me commenting every day on it, because I already know what time it is. I already know who wants to fight, who doesn't. I've seen it. I already made my mind up. I know what's really going on. You know, so you don't have to keep talking about it every day. Guys, we the clowns, we have to do our job. And our job is just wanting to fight. That's all we have to do. We got two undefeated heavyweights, right? And we just want to see them fight. Two undefeated guys, both of them have titles, and they should fight. You got people in the comment section saying things that are just ludicrous. And I wonder why I don't engage. I ain't got time for that, man. It's ridiculous. I see people talking like that. It's like, I used to think it wasn't people. It can't be people thinking like that, can it? But it's probably is our people. I thought YouTube was just trying to, start some chaos or something. People just coming up. Deontay Wilder's worth 25%, right? I guess they were just going, well, Anthony Joshua has 3 titles. Deontay Wilder has 1, right? So, but you can say that to people who are casual. You shouldn't say that to people who know what they're talking about, right? Because you're not going to even get a response because it's too ludicrous to get a response from. But I guess I'm going to put on my ludicrous hat one more time. Yes, Anthony Joshua has 3 belts, right? Deontay Wilder has 1. Let's make sure this is clear. You're saying that Deontay Wilder isn't worth what Joseph Parker was, who got 33%. Now, you're not ludicrous to say that. Now, would you? Right? Would you? And if you do, then why is Joseph Parker worth more than Deontay Wilder? Explain. Deontay Wilder is the longest reigning heavyweight champion. Longest reigning. He's had the title before Anthony Joshua, before Joseph Parker. Deontay Wilder's belt, that WBC belt, is the most prestigious. It's the one everyone wants. All of the Lennox Lewises and the Mike Tysons of the world, ask them what belt is the most important. They'll tell you. It's Deontay Wilder's belt, which was Vitaly Klitschko, one of the baddest dudes ever. Lennox Lewis, one of the baddest dudes ever. That's the belts that they wanted, right? Deontay Wilder has that longer. The belt that Anthony Joshua got is because someone was scared of Deontay Wilder. Glasscoff, who wanted to fight Charles Martin instead of Deontay Wilder for a more lucrative fight. But that IBF became vacated because of Tyson Fury, to be honest, who's really the lineal champ. So, and Deontay Wilder been wanting to fight this guy before all of this, Anthony Joshua. So I don't know if you want to tell a guy that's 40-0 with 39 knockouts and a long-reigning champion that he's worth less than the guy, the WBO champ, right? Whose WBO belt, only been meaning something for about 20 years, guys. Not too much longer. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. Don't be that ludicrous. Really think a little bit. Think it through. Remember this too. The guy that's against whoever your guy is, the antagonist, is important. If we didn't have people that disagree, it would get boring around here, now wouldn't it? You need those people to disagree. We just don't want to get ludicrous. We don't want to hate nobody for real. Because I love the people that's hating or having just a different opinion. That's why we watch sport. But you don't want to disrespect someone on that level because it's just being being an idiot at that particular time. Deontay Wilder, they should have just said 60-40 and it was okay. So anyway, back to the circus. The circus is this. If you offer Deontay Wilder $12.5 million, right, then you probably shouldn't have said flat fee. You should have said, okay, that's that's 20% of 50 million. So you should have said, well, okay, at 30 million, that's probably 40% of 30 million. Everything over 30 million, you continue to earn 40%. I think Deontay Wilder's worth 40% with Anthony Joshua. Come on. So that didn't happen. Gave him a flat fee of 12.5 million. Now you get an offer from someone else because you remember, Eddie Hearn and Joshua, we're the A side. We make the offers here. Remember all of that? And someone comes to offer you way more than that, right? And doesn't disrespect Anthony Joshua as a champion. And believe me, they should have. They should have said, Anthony Joshua, you said 50 million, here's 50 million flat. If it makes more than 100 million, then you just bad luck for you, right? But they did. If it makes more than 100 million, then you continue to earn. So now the question is, well, hey, is that money real? Like America ain't never had a big fight before. You know you're talking to America here. You know what I mean? You're forgetting. You're not talking to some small country that can't come up with a little money for a fight. This is Floyd Mayweather's house. You know what I'm saying? When Lennox Lewis fought Tyson, that's their house. This is Vegas. You back off a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't get too big for your britches. This is America. Yeah, they can come up with 50 million, and Deontay Wilder's team too. You just didn't believe it, all right? And it happened, and now, we're not in charge anymore. We're not really the A side, but they're treating you still like the A side, right? Now, Hearns doesn't know where the money's coming from and saying they didn't want to meet him. Now, I've got wind that they did want to meet them, but it's a circus. So if I say this, then people are gonna think you're a Yankee or whatever. Like you don't want. But the bottom of the line is this: we want the fight. If they offered 50 million, you should just say yes, and then the contract would come after saying yes, right? That's what would happen, and then they'll show you the money. Just like 12.5 million, you don't send no contract. You ask him if he wants to, take that first, all right? And see, you're messing around this time. Eddie Hearn talking into the press, and he knows people are going to believe it. But then this time, Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, you won't see him. He's not going, because he know what Al Heyman knows what time it is. I would really like to meet him. Because I want to talk to him. Al Heyman, I know you know what time it is. That's why you're not you never are seen. But they still hate you. Isn't that funny? Because they got with what you look like. But anyway, the end of the day, Shelly Finkel has just write simple letters, right? Eddie Hearn talked and went on a rant. I've heard it, seen it. Went on a rant about it. We couldn't meet, the money. We don't know if the money is real. And then Shelly Finkel just writes something very simple. Like when you sent us the $4 million offer for Dillian White, there was no contract. You wanted to wait until we answered, right? If we accepted. Then he sips other things. Because you remember, guys, Shelly Finkel's not just Deontay Wilder's, right? Promoter and all that. He was also Klitschko's, right? So it's like all of a sudden the guy who was promoting Klitschko has no clout, and other people, whatever. That's what I mean by circus. So it's no use to even really talk about it and let them handle their business. I think they need to just handle their business behind closed doors a couple of weeks. No one says anything. If you guys can get Eddie Hearn to just stay out of the media for a second, he's a kind of a young guy, so he doesn't know any better, right? He needs to talk to his pops and say, Pops, how did you used to do it? Dude, we used to get on telephone. We used to go to a telephone booth. We wasn't reached all the time. Everything wasn't in social media. You don't have to do it like that. Go meet, get out of the press for a minute for this one. Eddie Hearn, you got enough people in your stable to get in the press about that. This Joshua Wilder thing, go low profile for a minute because it's an obvious circus at this point. It's like, hey, 12.5 million is basically, for me, I interpreted that as I'm pricing myself out because I'm just going to insult this guy and he's not going to want to fight at all, right? But then you got a different thing. You got another offer. And now all of a sudden it's not real. The money is not real. America just doesn't have real money, right? Because it's not pounds or what. So, you don't want to be on any side of the fence here. It's obvious what's going on. Guys, take it away from the press. Go negotiate, meet. And matter of fact, here's another thing before I get out of here. Because I wasn't going to say this. But you know what I would like to have seen? I would have liked to have seen Anthony Joshua in Alabama. Take a few dudes to Alabama. Go meet at Joe's Barbecue Shack, right? Don't go meet in no luxurious place. Joe's Barbecue Shack. You bring a couple of boys. Deontay Wilder meet a couple of boys. Y'all sit down and say, listen, do we want to fight? Okay, homie. It's on and popping. We gonna fight, right? Today is the last time that I don't hate you. Let's go on drink this beer, because it's the last beer, because I'm going to training, and so are you, right? We going to fight the next 4 months. I can't stand you. Are we clear? And then handle y'all business and forget all these promoters. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.